All these fucking Holloway fans, dude. So fucking soy. He should fight Max next. No, he shouldn't. He should get a title shot. Ilya's resume sucks. So does everyone. Give him a title shot, dude. He needs a title shot. He's going to be number 3 in the rankings. He's got a good resume. He's beat 2 top 10 guys. Bryce Mitchell was like number 10 or 11. Emmett's number 5. That's a top 10 and a top 5. Pop, pop. Ilya's recent wins aren't that good. Dude, we see title shots like this all the time. So many times we see title shots. Leon Edwards got Nate Diaz to get a fucking title shot. And he won twice against Usman. Ilya just beat Emmett and Mitchell back to back. Don't give me this shit, man. Where was his energy with other people's title shots? Makhachev beat Bobby Green to get a title shot. You know what I mean? A streak is a streak. And Ilya's been putting in a better amount of work than a lot of people that have got title shots. Thank you for the $10, Sam Cardenas. I appreciate you. Hello, Sir Pigathy Oinksberg. Oinkinsberg. Hope all is going splendid in your pen. Give your farmer my regards. Thank you for the $10, good sir. What a hilarious message you've sent me there. So funny, Sam Cardenas. You're so funny. It actually motivates me, you know, chat. It actually motivates me to work out, though, the insults and stuff. You know what I mean? It does. Like, I'm telling you, chat, YouTube, yeah, are actually fat phobic and they're bullies. People who work at YouTube are bullies. Sometimes, yeah, I get notifications for comments on my videos. It's always the insults. Always. YouTube only recommends me insults as comments that pop up on my phone. So I'll be on my phone and then a pop-up will come up. You're fat will come up. I'll never have one like, I don't know about that matchup, guru. Like all the normal top comments. I'll just get like, I'll turn on my home phone screen and recommended will be a comment saying like, lose some weight, piggy. You know what I mean? It'd be that. YouTube knows, dude. They're trying to join in on the fat shaming. Thank you for the $2. You skipped my donation, you hog. Well, it's gone off the screen now, so I didn't. I answered it. I said, is Magulov, you deaf tardation. Can I please get a Valentina Shevchenko showing Connor her belt collection, but he's here for the other reasons impression? And this is the one I win against Jessica I. No, that's it. That's pretty cool here, but put that fucking strap on and pig me. I don't know. Something along those lines. Anyway. Can Paddy last one round with Garam? No. No. Does Ilya deserve the title shot over Brian Ortega? Yes. Obviously he does. It's Brian Ortega. What has he done? Brian Ortega's last win is the Korean Zombie in 2000 and in 2000 and what, chat? 21, I want to say. Ortega is washed. He's washed. He's been kept relevant by fighting for a belt after a year layoff. If he was fighting more often, I think he would have lost his spot right. 2020 was his last win. Title shot? Come on, mate. Brad Streif. Topuria versus Volk. Then if Topuria wins, you can make Topuria versus Max. No. If anyone beats Volk at this point at featherweight, Volk is getting a rematch. Stop making any excuse to get Holloway a title shot that he doesn't deserve, because he's 0-3 against Volk. Oh, 3 Holloway fans. Cope harder, dude. Cope harder. They had to wake up Volk in the middle of the fucking night and do USADA tests on him. And that's the only chance Holloway had to make it even close. Does Fiziev beat Dariush, Gamrot, Arman? Thank you for the $2 Canadian, Ryan. Does he beat Dariush, Gamrot, or Arman? No. No. Maybe Dariush. because I just it's so weird about Dariush. I had this image of him as a savage, and now I just see him as a little fucking flabby nerd, a little old nerd after that Oliveira fight. It's weird what a performance can change perceptions of, you know? I don't know if he beats Gamrot. He probably could outstrike Gamrot, but I just worry he would completely gas out in the grappling. Same with Arman. But he could... Fiziev could beat any of them, but he probably won't. You know what I mean? Like, on paper, Fiziev should beat him, but he'll just gas after 2 rounds because that's what happens every fight to him, I guess. Thank you for the $2. Yeah, I'm upset Calvin lost. Same here, dude. Calvin's career is so unlucky, dude. If he beat Emmett, he would genuinely probably have got a title shot against Yair. He would have. He would be fighting Yair for the interim belt, and it would have been a way more interesting fight than the Emmett one, I bet. I don't see Yair finishing him in the first 2 rounds. It probably would have been a scrap. And then after that, he gets injured against Allen, and he's been out for a year. Or he will have been out for the year by the time he comes back. Now, Emmett versus Yair was way more fun. It was fun, but I think Calvin versus Yair would have been like a fucking war decision, you know? Thank you for the £5 TLDR version. Thank you. Wash that beanie, son. Never. I'm letting it marinate in sweat. Thank you though for the idea. TLDR version. Hearn said no one's interested in paying Francis what he wants after Saudi said no, and Francis might fight Chisora in December. I'm gonna have to give it a listen. Thank you for the £5, dude. Damn, dude. Chisora in December. That's an L. Chisora is, if he loses to Chisora, he could beat Chisora. He could beat Chisora. One of my mates met Chisora the other day, funnily enough. Weird that got brought up, but they did meet him the other day. He told me a story the other day about meeting Chisora. But, still, I think he could beat Chisora, maybe, but I don't think he will. But he has a chance because Chisora is old as fuck. But if Chisora beats Ngannou, first of all, that's so bad. You know? That's so bad. And here's the thing to talk about in boxing, chat. Here's something you need to mention in boxing. Knockouts in boxing are a lot harder to get than they are in MMA. A lot harder to get. Way harder to get. Because these top guys against Ngannou, they're going to take a knee and be like, all right, he's going a bit crazy. Let me fucking take a knee here. You know what I mean? 10 seconds, recover. Yeah, I'm ready, ref. I'm ready to go back in there. You know what I mean? And then, like, Ngannou might knock him down and then, like, he's hurt. And normally Ngannou would land 2 more follow-up shots and the guy's dead. But Ngannou lands a shot, might drop him, and Chisora's like, okay, fuck, you got me, but I got 10 more seconds. And it's only 3-minute rounds. So we've only got 30 seconds left in the round anyway. I can survive that. There's way more of a chance that Ngannou has an adrenaline dump in boxing than there is in MMA. Is Vettori a true top 10? Yeah, he's a top 10. A low top 10, I think. Thank you for that. Because he got a title shot by beating Holland. I think he was number like 6 when he got a title shot. Thank you for the $5 New Zealand dollars. SFD, SVD, whatever your fucking stupid dumb name is. Thank you for the $5 New Zealand dollars, dude. SVD, what the fuck? SVDFVCE. Francis fighting anyone outside of Wilder, AJ or Fury is a massive L. Huge L. He won't get a massive payday, and he'll most likely lose to Chisora. And if he loses to Chisora, dude, with a weird name, if he loses to Chisora, it's over for him. There's no other boxing matches. No other boxing matches are going to be interesting once he loses to Chisora. Because Chisora is, yes or no, chat, Chisora is the worst known name in the boxing heavyweight division. He's the, if you can't beat him, you're not beating any of the other big names at the top of boxing. He's the entry-level name that gets you to the Dillian Whites, the Joseph Parkers, the Joe Joyces, and then the Joshuas, the Hunters, you know, the Ruiz, those names. And then the Fury U6 and Wilders. So he's like the Brunson of, of the boxing heavyweight division. Can't beat him. You're in for a rough ride at the top. Talk MMA, we're talking Francis. Thank you for the free New Zealand dollars. Volk would light up Ilya's front leg if they fight. I think so as well. He steps very heavy on it. And he has a... You see how he actually fights like Chris Curtis, chat? That's a good comparison, right? Ilia Topuria is like a good Chris Curtis. Like a non-middleweight Chris Curtis. He's actually like a good Chris Curtis the way he fights. And we saw Gastelum, straight punches and big leg kicks as well. Was like the big moves that he used on Curtis. And I think Volk would do the same to Ilya. Chop his leg. What? He does fight a lot like Chris Curtis. You can't... I know you think it's an insult, but style-wise, they both keep that same stance. You know what I mean? With their lead shoulder tucked. You know what I mean? Lead hand down by their body. Right hand up by their face. Creeping towards you. They both do the same thing. Or maybe Ilya just did it for this fight with Emmett. But in the Emmett fight, he fought like Curtis. A more active Chris Curtis, yeah. Thank you for the $5 Australian. So who deserves a title shot at featherweight? Aljo if he wins or Ilya? Who deserves a title shot at featherweight? Aljo if he wins or Ilya? Ilya. Also Aljo if he wins. Maybe both. Aljo, if he beats O'Malley in August, would have done 2 fights in 3 or 4 months. He won't fight until the second quarter of 2024 after he beats O'Malley. Aljo, if he beats O'Malley, is not going to be ready to go up to lightweight that quickly. He's going to want some time to build himself into the weight class, and he's probably going to take that time to do that all across the end of 2023, throughout Christmas, you know? And then once the new year starts, he'll start thinking about 45. And I think he's earned it at that point. What else is there for him at bantamweight? What else is there for Volk at featherweight if he beats Rodriguez and Ilya? The more I talk about Volk getting past Ilya, fuck, dude. Rodriguez is dangerous, man. Very dangerous. Aljo gets killed at featherweight. Listen. I'll read them donos in a minute. Aljo does get killed at featherweight by Volk and Ilya Topuria and maybe Holloway. If Rodriguez is champ when Aljo moves up, he could get the back. He could maybe get the back. Yair could beat him, obviously, kick him in the fucking head. I get that. But what if Yair's like, oh shit, like backing up at like Aljo swinging weird shots coming forward, and then he backs up all the way like Sandhagen, and then throws a kick, gets taken down, you know, like it. Yair could knock him out, but that is at least an approachable win for Aljo. That's a way more approachable fight for Aljo. Whereas, you know, Volk is just like, I don't see Aljo. I literally think Aljo, yes or no, chat, would have to KO Volk to beat him. And Aljo has the fucking least power I've maybe seen at bantamweight. Very, very low power. I think he'd have to KO Volk to beat him because he ain't winning a decision over 5. And I don't think he's subbing him. Like, he might get a position, but he ain't going to finish it from there. So I think Volk could fucking smoke him. Saddest moment in MMA for you, Guru? Saddest moment in MMA. You know what a weird one was when Dillashaw popped for PEDs? I was the biggest Dillashaw fan ever. I love Dillashaw. He was my favorite fighter. And he popped and it was like, legacy gone? All gone, you fucking idiot. And he lost to Cejudo, the fucking prick. All your legacy vanished now. You know what I mean? And now you ain't coming back for 2 years and you'll never be the same anyway. And you lost to fucking Cejudo. Like, fuck, dude. It was just such a fuck up of his career. I loved Dillashaw on the come up, dude. Everyone hated Dillashaw for being a salty loser, but I loved Dillashaw being a salty loser because at least it shows me he actually cared. You know what I mean? There's nothing worse than a guy hyping himself up for a title fight, losing, and then going, you know, it's all good, you know. Everything moves on tomorrow. I loved that Dillashaw was like, fucking this stupid fucking guy doesn't beat me ever, you know, like he was a proper, like, he hated losing. I like that. That requires him to move. Yeah. No one. They all run away and I just give up. How many animals have you murdered? Oh, fucking, that don't count. Snails. I kill a snail a day. They're just out there in my fucking garden. Every time I step out there. Oh, God. You just hear it. Oh, there's a life gone. Yeah, I mean, you killed a bird. I did kill a bird when I was younger. Yeah. I kicked it to death. But that was its fault. That wasn't my fault. I wasn't even meaning to do it. Psycho? No, it's not a psycho, dude. It was accidentally. It was accidental. It was accidental. And it was in front of my cousin and his friend as well. I probably scarred him for life. You're a monster? No, dude. Basically, chat, you know when you were a kid and you used to see a flock of birds just on the ground? So you'd run up to them and throw a kick at them, and then they'd all fly off, and it'd be fun. Haha, they all flew off. One of them didn't fly off. So I just fucking kicked it hard into a wall, and it died. It died really ugly as well, like twitching up and shit. It just didn't move. So it just fucking got kicked. Natural selection, exactly what it is. Yeah. In fact, it might have like went towards my foot because I weren't aiming for it. Like it must have just flown a little bit towards my foot. Thank you for the $10, Sam Cardenas. Not that bad, but this kid at my school had Okay. Here we go. Thank you for the $10. Not that bad, but this kid at my school had cerebral palsy and he had no control of his bowels. Me and my friends used to make him eat his own poo. No, you made up story, chat. Made up story. And dead rodents we'd find by the back roads. No, you didn't, dude. Having no control of his bowels doesn't mean he's going to eat poo that you give him or dead rats. And made up story. Fake made up story. Such made up story, Sam Cardenas. And you know that's made up as well. You did not feed a kid with cerebral palsy poo and rodents. Not that bad, he said as well. He said not that bad. Oh, my God. Absolute cap. But he knows he was capping. He's probably just joking. Not that bad, but we fed a fucking disabled kid poo. Not that bad, but we force-fed this disabled kid poo and rodents. Oh, okay, dude. Not that bad, is it? Nice, dude. Really fair, that is. What a healthy way of encouraging him into the group. Oh, I just about got it, chat. Wait, have I ruined it? No. Okay. I just about got it, I think. Okay. Another 15 minutes of streaming. Thank you for the $2. Torturing animals is a sign of psychopathy. Very sus. I was accidental, though. I didn't do it intentionally. But me and my cousins did used to make ants fight to the death in a bucket of water. And the loser would get... Well... The loser would get executed if that was its fate. In a way. It was always its fate. I'll be real with you. The fate was always death. It's not... There's bugs. Yeah, there's bugs, though. What is Volkanovski's path to GOAT status? Beat Yair, beat Tapuria, beat Makachev, then defend once at lightweight, and then retire, and he's GOAT. Thank you for the $5, Roman Vane. Guru, so far this stream has admitted to throwing food at big kids, slapping bamboo, autistic... No, that wasn't... Not ethnic. Don't get me cancelled. Okay, they were white. Just so everyone knows. And killing birds and snails. Psychopath? Okay. You're actually fake fan. I've said all these stories before. I'm just bringing them back for new chat members. Ain't that right, chat? Real chat members know about these stories. That's crazy. They went nuts over it, did they? I was actually put in the Downs class for maths when I was a kid. When I went to school. They put me in a Downs class for maths. And I genuinely had to work my way up to the top. And I got to the top by the end. I got to the top after 2 years. But initially, they put me in the Down syndrome class for maths. Same? Yeah, because I didn't do the test for maths to get into the school. I did all the other ones, but that was one I didn't do. So they had no evidence of what I was. They just, I guess, assumed the Down syndrome. I guess, which is a weird assumption. Like, that's not the middle of the fucking bell curve, is it? Really? Like, surely they should have gone off the average of, like, maybe put him in, like, the middle group or something. But no, they went, we don't know about this one. Must be Down syndrome. So they put me way at the fucking lowest class with the Downs. And I fucking worked my way up all the way to number 1. And I was in top group for everything. Thank you for the $5 settings. There was a 40-year-old tard in my neighborhood. He always tried to lure kids to his house. Me and my friends did the paper bag on fire gag like 45 times. Paper fire on bag. Oh, with the poo in it. That's some American shit, right? In the UK, you just egg houses. You don't really do the toilet paper or the poo in the bag type thing. But that is quite funny, though, the poo in the bag. What was Paddy thinking watching last night for real, though? Mate, I don't want no fucking trouble with him, lads. Never mention his name again, mate. I don't want to fucking be backstage with him ever, mate. Thoughts on Toast's cigarette addiction, unhinged? Dude, he smokes like 2 in 5 minutes last night, which is unhealthy. I think Toast needs to get healthy. It's a problem. Thank you for the $2, the big G. Ba-da-dum, ra-ba-bum, ya-ba-bum-bum-bum-bum. Based Toast, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go now, guys. His lungs are toast. They are. I might be back for another stream. I'm not going to promise anything, though. But I might be, because I do want to make a second channel video, but we'll see what kind of motivation I'm feeling. Because I've got to think about what I want. You know what I mean? And I've got to start thinking about my emotions and my needs. And not just what chat wants all the time. I'm joking. See you later. I might be back. I don't know, though. I probably will. We'll have to wait and see. See you later. Goodbye. Toodle pip. Check out the video I just posted on my channel. It's every fight to make next. After UFC Fight Night Emmett versus Tapuria. Check out the fight, the video I made on my channel. Check it out! Yeah!